Alright, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just microwaving the butter for about 2 minutes. Just to let it get soft. Not 2 minutes. Jesus, 10 seconds. Okay, so what we have here is bread, butter, cream cheese, and a cucumber, right? It's pretty damn simple. Really don't even need to do a tutorial, but I want you guys to join me for lunch. So, before we pull out the bread, let's pull out our cucumber. This is a cucumber I used to make my cucumber sandwich yesterday for lunch. And breakfast, actually. I had two. So, now there are two ways to cut the cucumber. You can either do it, can you see there? Yeah, okay. So you can either cut it this way, which is the little circle that's a little too thick for what you want to eat. Anyway, so you can do the thin slices. I really can't tell you how fucking what it should be, but this is about perfect. Right there. It's a little thick on this end. See, that's too thick if you went like that, but if you went like that all the way down, that's perfect. Okay? Now, you do it that way, or you cut them in strips, right? Go diagonal. It's your choice. We're gonna go with strips. So cut it down that way. I actually hate cutting it this way. I don't know why I did it. So we're just gonna cut it like that in half, and we're just gonna do the slices. Cutting them way too thick on that one, so we're gonna cut this one. There we go. That's the proper thin slices. So it's going to take an extra second to make it, but it'll be worth it. Now, I'm not a pro chef, so I can't cut fast. My knife micro is not what it should be, but this is extremely important now. You can add salt to the sandwich if you want. You don't have to. I don't. But you take 2 pieces of bread. On piece number 1, you're going to put butter. Yes, butter. Melt your butter a little bit. 10 seconds from fridge butter is the perfect amount. 10 seconds on normal heat or normal power settings. Make sure you get butter on the entire piece of bread. Don't screw yourself on the butter, man. Your butter macro is important to the flavor of the sandwich. Now, if you want to go like, double CC before cucumber, you can put butter on both pieces. But remember, this is butter and cream cheese and cucumbers. Just the presence of vegetable does not make it healthy. So butter up that bread. That's good and buttery. Next, the main star of the cream cheese sandwich. I'm sorry, the cucumber sandwich is the cream cheese. Just go ahead and get a nice big dollop of that shit and spread it. Don't be afraid. The butter can take a lot of shit, man. Just press that into the don't melt the cream cheese. You don't want to stick that shit in the microwave. This is fridge temperature cream cheese, but it's spreading just fine. You just got to give it a little work. Don't be worried about squishing the bread. Press down and slide. And as long as you have a good piece of bread, solid bread, you're going to be fine. Just make sure you cover all the edges. Don't leave it all in the middle, right? You don't want to have like 2 good bites of this sandwich. You want them all to be just perfect. Now, if you are going to salt it, which I am not, but if you are going to salt it, you lay down your cucumbers, then you sprinkle a little salt on it. It's more than enough. I'm not, so I like to put it on the cream cheese part of the bread because that is a lot easier to stick the shit on. Now, the good thing, though, about doing these half slices instead is you can get the little corners and edges. Like, if you find that one part of the bread doesn't fully fit, you can put them on the corners. But this one seems to be doing just fine. You want cucumber in every bite. That's actually why I like the strips. I was originally going to go for the strips, but perfect. Now, I did this very sloppily, so don't expect anything pretty, but There's going to be cucumber in every bite there. You take your butter half, you put it on. And if you want to be fancy, you can cut out. I don't like to take time to cut out my sandwiches. I just like to slap them together and eat them. Mmm. Mmm. Wash that shit down with a Red Bull. And this has been Cooking with Lycan. Give me 2 seconds to clean up. We'll sit. I haven't been able to see Chad at all, but we'll sit. We'll have a cucumber sandwich and we'll talk. Just give me 1 second.